I'm Jamie Efnor, and I've been going to St. Andrew most of my life. I was not baptized here, but my younger sister was. From there, it was pretty traditional. Went to Sunday school, did church camp. I'm sure I did vacation Bible study and things. I don't quite remember, but did mission trips, which was great. Went to Haiti mission trips as well after high school and college. When I graduated college, I actually had this desire to be a confirmation leader for whatever reason. So as a 24-year-old, I was leading this crazy group of little 13-year-old boys, and I'm one of three girls, sorry. I have two sisters, so I didn't know that this is what middle school boys were like, let alone after a full day of behaving well at school. So that was eye-opening. I now have a son, so I feel like I kind of know what to expect when he's 12, 13, and crazy. Fast forward a little bit more, I was on the church council 2018 through 2020, so that was an interesting way to go out during the pandemic, so I feel like I learned a lot. It was eye-opening there. We kind of reawakened the young adult ministry a little bit, so with Pastor Matthew and a couple others. We met with a gentleman named Baird. He was a consultant of sorts and kind of helped us come up with a plan to get in touch with the 20-30-something group that was absent. So that was an exciting thing to be part of. And then now I have three little kids of my own. They've all been baptized here. So I've gone from being Tim and Julie Samuelson's daughter to being Jamie Efnor. A mother of three, and I was married here. We were married in the church in 2019. So yeah, it's a full gamut. I feel like I've lived a full life here in the church, and I still have so much more ahead of me. So a very, very deep and rich history here at St. Andrew. A fond memory I have from the church, obviously having my kids baptized here was awesome. Our firstborn, she was baptized on Christmas Day, which is completely non-conventional. It just happened to be that her sponsors, her godparents, were in town for the holiday, so we were really lucky that we were able to squeeze her into the agenda that day. That's really special for us. Another, I would say, is we had a cabin growing up in Nisswa, Minnesota, which is just south of Hackensack. So we would go to church camp church as a family on Sundays. Not every Sunday, but it was always a special way. We had to get up a little early to make it up there in time. And as you can imagine, when you're 15, 16, 17, that felt hard. But once we were up there, it just was so special to be with the camp staff that we either were friends with or knew from having attended camp earlier in the summer, and then seeing just all of the St. Andrew staff that was up there for the time. So that's a really fond, special memory. I feel like mission trips stand out so much because you go to camp and it's just filled with fun and games, and there's so many God winks sprinkled in. But then when you go to a mission trip, it's just like, holy cow, you are being just completely drenched in the Holy Spirit, and it is so incredible. You just can't even put words to it. My older sister went on one of the high school mission trips, and then my sisters and I kind of followed suit. I'm the middle child, so kind of did whatever my older sister did. And then when I had kind of grown out of the middle school and high school mission trips is when I was like, okay, Haiti's next. So I went to Haiti 3 times, actually, once with my mom, once with my older sister, and then once with my younger sister. So I lucked out to get all of those different experiences there. And if you've been on a mission trip, you know exactly what words I'm trying to find that I can't. And if you haven't, it's hard to really understand just like the profound impact that it has, and you think about it for years after, just different things that you see and do in your life kind of spark different memories. So yeah, we continue to come for the donuts usually. No, I'm kidding. Love that fun. I truly do love that fellowship is so strong here, because it's kind of like if you're a professional in a networking function. You can show up right as it starts and then leave right when it ends, but then all you get is what you hear, and so much more comes from the relationships that you build, and you just get to know people on such a different level, more so than just hi, bye. So it's really fun, and seeing the little kids being let loose of their restraints that they're in during church, just letting them run around and stuff. I continue coming for that, just the people here, and yeah, it's hard to articulate again, because knowing so many people through my parents, but then also being like, oh yeah, I'm a real person too now. I'm not just a 16-year-old that's being dragged along to church, but rather I'm a parent, and kind of just, I want my kids to know that there's a safe place for them in this huge group of people that's going to be praying for them and cheering them on as they tackle the various things that life will throw their way. So.